all these videos are videos to myself. So they're just like a way of journaling, really. That's all they are. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Since my dad and his partner got back, just pure anxiety. It's crazy. It's mad. Jesus. I think, honestly, on reflection of living here, I think I'm going to be like stunned at like how I endured this. Because on the surface it's like, okay. But to me it's like, fuck it, it's big. It really is dysfunctional. From what I see, from what I'm aware of. It is. So, anyway, what I wanted to talk about was game and women, and not just women, but friendships, relationships in general, romantic and non-romantic. How do you get a girl who's social media obsessed, obsessed with instant gratification? We live in a world now where in the West, everyone's on social media, on dating apps, etc. How do you game her correctly? So she sees your value, over that of other people talking to her through social media. You show that abundant mentality, you neg her, and how do you act to convey your worth to her, to win her over? How do you, Machiavellianistically live in a dysfunctional, begone battery saver. How do you Machiavellianistically, that is not a word, but you know what I mean, live in a household where it's dysfunctional and you have to, your living is impeded by those around you, and it affects your mind, all the time, most of the time. You don't. You fucking don't. You don't. Maybe if needs must, you, as I'm doing now, I believe, I'm trying to make the best of a less than desirable situation, an unfavourable situation. But in generally, if you see a girl who's like really narcissistic, but she's really, she's aesthetically pleasing, but she's got so many guys after her, and you see her as like really high value because all these guys are after her, and she's got 1,000 likes on Instagram per picture of some superficial shit like that. How do you get her? How do you show you're worthwhile? You fucking don't, man. I'm literally like now. I'm actually like cautious of my dad or his partner coming downstairs because I'm just on edge. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm just like, it's like literally living like this. It's almost like every day I feel like this. So it's hard, man, because I'm living under her, living in her household for free. She cooks, and so I feel like obliged. Yeah. When I moved to Australia, and I'm supposed to be living in this hostel for a bit, I don't think I'm going to last long. I'm going to want my own place, because it's like fucking imperative, man. I can't just go back to my old mindset where I was just happily just getting punched. I was getting just, what's the word? Metaphorically punched by other people and just becoming subservient. I can't, you know, and living so independently, over summer and through the travelling and through uni, I'm now like, fuck, man. Anyway, you don't take the shit, you know? Simple as that. You see a girl and you go, she's fit, but then you see her on Instagram with 5,000 followers and constantly scrolling on Instagram. You know, you don't go, oh man, how can I woo her? How can I game her? You know, how can I get the upper hand and get her to want to fuck me? And how can I, you know, get her, you know, proving her worth to me. You know, I can't think of the technical game word for it. It's probably not even a game word. I can't think of the word for it. You know, how do you get her showing her value to you and trying to sell herself to you? Well, you don't, you know? Because when you see a girl on Instagram and just scrolling and shit, you go, oh, that's unfortunate. I thought there'd be a bit more to her. Or something like that. And maybe there is. Maybe she's, you know, she's working on overcoming her Instagram addiction and she's self-aware of it. But generally you just go, you know, nope, move on. She comes around to you and, you know, maybe, you know, ironically, paradoxically maybe, you know, she starts coming to you because she's like, wait, why is this guy not paying me attention and all that jazz? And then you just don't have to. And it's funny, man, like at fucking work yesterday, yeah, shit, like that girl, she started paying me a bit of attention, we talked a little bit and I just ignored her because, well, she's alright, she's typically pretty attractive, taller than me, and that was just a bit of a put off it instantly. But yeah, probably had a very, you know, from what I could see, very good figure, blonde, pretty damn attractive by society standard, and I started just like paying a little attention and walking past her and just smiling, and she'd do something, I'd just like ignore it a bit. So then she started paying more attention, and then she'd make a joke about how what I said made her insecure, and then I just reaffirmed that, saying, yeah, I do think that, and then she laughed, but I was genuinely not interested. So paradoxically, you see what I mean? But the point is to do that authentically. And to do that authentically, you need to have I think you have to, I'm not saying I'm there, shit, it's a process, you know. I'm saying in this instance, that's how the way it went, and I can see that I was being authentic then. But to have that sort of, you know, mindset or whatever, well, you come to the point where you see that value, the value of women, or see women for what they are, and they're not this, you know, thing you pedestalize, and every woman's, you know, some demigod, or you deify every woman or whatever. You have a mission, you have something high you work toward, and you just have an understanding. Like, fucking, I need to find that ethics book, because that Spinoza guy, Baruch Spinoza, you know, the more you understand, the more at peace you are. And generally, the more well developed you become, the more yourself you become, and that's fucking wow. That's like mind blowing. You know, you don't become perfect, but what I see is when I see these people who are, you know, very attractive and aesthetically, you know, beautiful, guys and girls. But when it's done for superficial reasons, which is external validation, I'm just like. But when it's a process of self-overcoming, that's admirable, you know. So yeah, just a quick rant on game, I guess, and it applies for relationships. But yeah, game it. There's like a guy in this Telegram group I'm in. Yeah, sick pulling station. There's a lot of potential. You know, probably like, you know, just like talking like lad. And to me, it ain't me. I'm not saying it's like there's like objective right and wrong, but it kind of feels that way. I mean, you strip the humanity and you're just looking for the pleasure aspect of it, and you're looking for the attainment of status and recognition for your sexual pursuits, to me that speaks of quite a large baseness. You know, it seems quite base and primal and animalistic, like the opposite of intellectual. You know, am I saying intellectuality is superior, having intellect? Yeah, I guess I am. And fuck it, because I used to see the be all and end all was women and game, and yeah, slash rant, I guess. Be the same with friends. If you're around people who are really narcissistic, or instead of thinking like, oh, how can I win them over? How can I win their friendship? How can I get them to admire me? You know, this really narcissistic person, so egotistical. I want him to like me because then that'll show that how good I am as a person and how valuable I am. What? No, just skadoodle. You know? Why are you bothered about that person? That's more of a reflection of yourself, how much you derive your self-worth from the validation of others. Yeah, slash rant.